The economy, the GDP is up 33%. Is that great news? Oh my God, Donald Trump, it shows that he knows no math as he makes it seem like that was great, great news. Let's listen to Stephanie Ruhle and let's take it on the other side.
This morning, we learned that the economy grew more than 33% in the last quarter. That is a record high. It marks a turnaround from the 31% plunge in the second quarter, but it's still far below where we were before this pandemic. Let's talk about these numbers, Steph. What do these numbers mean, and what don't they mean?
All right. Well, the president said today and has actually been saying for the last 3 days, this GDP number is the biggest increase ever. The greatest economy ever is back. Craig, imagine if you had $100, you lost $100, and you got 60 back. That is good news, but we're certainly not back. We're still having 700,000+ people a week file for unemployment claims. And where this is really concerning, think about where we were. In the second quarter of this year is when we had record drops, over 31%. That's when we basically shut the economy down. So in the third quarter, when we started to reopen, naturally you'd see these improvements. But what's especially concerning is, remember why we were spending so much in the third quarter. We saw those small business loans go through, so small businesses were rehiring. We had expanded unemployment benefits, and we had those $1,200 stimulus checks. People were out there spending. Now here we are on the eve of November, where coronavirus cases are rising. More cities and states are considering more restrictive shutdown plans, potentially, and we don't have any more stimulus. What we are is headed for a prolonged, complicated situation.
The president, as you mentioned during these times, continues to tout the economy. He also said, I want to make sure I get this right. He said that in the tweet from this morning, the biggest and best in the history of our country, not even close. Next year will be fantastic, is what the president is promising. Is that
Craig,
a fair prediction?
No. Craig, Jared Kushner said we'd be rocking and rolling by July. The president said the third quarter was going to be the best quarter ever. I turn you to the stock market, which is not the economy. What happened in the stock market this week? Investors woke up and realized that you cannot have an economic recovery until you have a health recovery. And we do not have a national plan to take on COVID, and it is spreading across states right now. Just think about this. The Fed has put trillions of dollars in stimulus to keep the markets afloat. That could all be lost now that we're really realizing we're not through with this thing.
We are definitely not through with this thing. And there's a simple mathematical formula. Let's call the economy $1, okay? The economy since the recession or this depression has started, dropped when the drop started, first 5%. So that is from a base of $1, 5% drop. That means you're at 95 cents. Okay. Now, after that, it dropped by another 35%, I believe. Or 31%, I believe. That drops you then to 60 cents or so or actually, I think a little bit, let's say about 62 cents that you're at now. So you have dropped to 62 cents off from where you were. You were at $1, you're now at 62 cents. Okay. So now you've lost over a third of the economy. So now you get this big bang, 33%. What is 33% of 60 something percent again? Oh, let me see. Oh my God, we're talking about 20% or so in reality gained back. So that means that, okay, so instead of being at 63 cents, we are now with that monumental gain that we've never seen before because it's from a smaller base. We're now up to 70 something cents. Wow, and that's a recovery. That is a president blowing smoke up you know what. And the problem is that he depends on you being ignorant. He depends on you closing your eyes and not seeing the amount of people that are suffering. He depends on you not seeing the people in the food lines. He depends on you not seeing people who have no insurance. He depends on you not seeing people that are being evicted from their homes. Records here in Harris County and all over the country. That's what he depends on. You closing your eyes. Now, we're going to see in a later video where Kudlow actually thinks no stimulus is necessary. Well, Stephanie Ruhle, she got it right. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.